Ever feel like you're doing all the right things and still wondering why your body feels off? You eat well, you train hard, your labs say you're fine, but deep down you know something's slipping. You're not alone and you're not crazy. I'm Daniel Rasmussen, founder of Echelon Center for Longevity, and I've spent 2 decades helping high performers like you to reverse aging, reignite vitality, and finally get answers. On Unbreakable Vitality, we go upstream. We talk peptides, stem cells, precision diagnostic testing, reversing the age of your arteries, all the innovative science-based tools to take back your health span so that your next decades are your best yet. Because aging is real, but decline is optional. Welcome back to Unbreakable Vitality, where we translate complex science into real-world longevity tools. This is part 2 of our peptide spotlight into real-world longevity protocols. This spotlight series, short, high-impact episodes focused on specific peptides we use inside our clinical protocols at Ageless Future Seattle. Today, we're talking about one of the most popular and misunderstood. This peptide stack is one of the world's leading anti-aging and performance peptide blends, CJC-1295 combined with Ipamorelin. Now, before we dive in, don't forget, if you want to learn how we actually personalize and prescribe these peptides in a full age reversal strategy, you're invited to attend our next Ageless Future Longevity Summit in Seattle. Head to agelessfutureseattle.com to apply. All right, let's break down what makes this combo so powerful. So CJC-1295 and combined with Ipamorelin are both growth hormone secretagogues, which means they help your own body produce and release more of its own natural growth hormone, HGH. Let's define them. Okay, so CJC-1295 is a modified analog of growth hormone releasing hormone, or GHRH. It binds to pituitary receptors and increases your growth hormone secretion, especially during deep sleep. Ipamorelin is a selective ghrelin receptor. It's an agonist that amplifies growth hormone pulses. So it's helping your circadian rhythm, your growth hormone rhythm, without increasing cortisol or prolactin, like older growth hormone secreting releasing peptides. They're typically used together because CJC offers sustained growth hormone elevation, while Ipamorelin provides fast, clean pulses for growth hormone. So in short, it's a 1-2 punch that stimulates your body's youth hormone safely, gradually, and with built-in regulation. So some of the benefits that we've seen with growth hormone optimization combined with CJC Ipamorelin combo, when it's prescribed strategically, I don't recommend just getting on this without doing blood work first, because it can create other problems if you've got underlying issues that insulin resistance and gut issues. So, when prescribed strategically, this peptide stack can unlock profound benefits: improved deep sleep, depth and recovery, enhanced fat loss, especially visceral fat, because growth hormone just melts fat in organs and body fat. You're going to see increased lean muscle and tissue repair. You're going to see higher energy and mental clarity. You're going to have improved skin elasticity and hair quality. One of our last patients in his mid-50s who had plateaued with diet and training lost another 14 pounds of fat and gained 7 pounds of muscle in 90 days with CJC and Ipamorelin combination without changing his workout routine. Didn't change anything. He just added the peptide in. But perhaps more importantly, these peptides support metabolic health, insulin sensitivity, and anti-inflammatory pathways, all crucial for the aging well process. They're especially helpful for women during perimenopause and for men, andropause, when natural growth hormone and IGF-1, insulin growth factor 1 levels decline and recovery becomes much more difficult. So here's how we typically dose and cycle CJC Ipamorelin. Dosage is around 300 micrograms of each peptide, CJC plus Ipamorelin, in a single subcutaneous injection. You want to do this at night, ideally 90 minutes after your last meal for optimal growth hormone pulse during sleep. You want to do this 5 days on, 2 days off, Monday through Friday, typically for cyclical recovery. You don't want to desensitize those receptors. Maybe no more than 6 months per protocol. So 3 is typical, and you got to take breaks because you don't want to, cause desensitization. Now, these peptides pair well with GHK copper for skin and hair renewal, BPC-157 or TB500 for post-injury or post-surgical repair. They pair well with 5-amino-1-MQ or MOTS-C for mitochondrial synergy. This stack is most effective when combined with proper sleep, strength training, and metabolic stability. And as always, we customize based on diagnostics. If IGF-1 levels, body composition, and sleep data and insulin metrics are out, we've got to get those optimized before we add in the growth hormone. Secretagogues. Now we need to talk about sourcing. Growth hormone secretagogues are powerful tools, but only when they're pure, dosed correctly, and administered safely. You're going to buy peptides online from an unverified research-only peptides sites can expose you to contamination or bacterial residues, inaccurate peptide sequencing, unknown solvents or preservatives, improper reconstitution guidelines. We've seen clients come in with infection sites. Their hormones are all out of whack. They're losing hair, even allergic reactions from using black market peptides. It's not worth it saving a few bucks to get a cheaper peptide one-off made by who knows where they're getting it. That's why at Ageless Future, Seattle, every peptide is compounded by FDA-registered 503A and 503B pharmacies, prescribed based on biomarker data, not just let's try this as an experiment. Our clients and members of our Ageless Future operating system are monitored, titrated with clinical oversight with our medical team here. We have a great team. Longevity isn't a DIY project. It's a partnership with data, expertise, and personalization at its core. So if you're curious about whether CJC and Ipamorelin could be the missing piece in your sleep, your metabolism, or your physique goals, come learn more in person at our Ageless Future Longevity Summit. We'll walk you through our peptide playbook, teach you how we stack them, and give you the lab testing that tells us exactly what your body needs. Apply now at agelessfutureseattle.com. Next up, in our peptide spotlight is a really cool, one of my favorites. It's called dihexa. It's the brain boosting compound that is turning heads in neurodegeneration and neuroregeneration. Until then, sleep deep and age forward.
If you're feeling like your energy, your edge, or your clarity just isn't what it used to be, you're not alone. But you're also not stuck. Every week on Unbreakable Vitality, we explore real strategies to reverse aging, reclaim vitality, and rewrite what's possible. If today's episode gave you even one insight, pass it on. Then go take the free vascular age quiz at echelon-longevity.com/quiz to see how your body's aging. Subscribe, leave a review, and follow us because your future isn't on autopilot. You are building it and you're just getting started.